Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today we have a very special series that I am now starting, and there won't be many of them, but it's an important one. And I call this the Courtesy Whiff. Now why do I call it the Courtesy Whiff? I think most of us have been in that situation where one of our friends says to us, hey, so-and-so, in my case Binky, so smell this. And you're like, is this going to be good? Is this going to be bad? You don't know, I don't know, but you do it. If you're smart, you don't. Or how much you trust that friend really is something to take into consideration. But sometimes it's good and sometimes it's not. And with this series, I'm visiting some of the most challenging fragrances in the fragrance sphere. I'm trying some of the most challenging ones. Right now I have 3 or 4. And I'm starting with the bang. Yes, I am. It is Inexcusable Evil. Yes, by this wonderful creator here. That is right. So this isn't fully my first time dealing with this fragrance. And I know it's going to take me back. But here we go. So these are some of the reviews that I've come upon in doing my research. Mesmerizing. When I travel, I wear this on days when I don't want anyone to talk to me. This scent brought my visceral feelings of fear and despair and dread. Is it art? Yes. Was the scent a topic in therapy today? Also yes. Exactly how I imagine the nurses from Silent Hill smell. Sharp metallic blood, intense iodine, makes me gag. Puke. Shout out to Silent Hill. I'm a big gamer and heck yeah, those classics. Anyway, back to the mood. This is just a vile vomit-inducing scent. I had to take a shower after spraying this. I cannot understand people wearing this. I really wanted to like this one, but it truly smells like a rotting corpse, as if Springtrap is breathing down my face and caressing my nuts. Can I say that here? I like almonds. I wear this to the office so she knows girls won't approach me. Photorealistic dead body crushed underneath a collapsing concrete building. Most disgusting thing I've ever smelled smells exactly like promise. The more you let it dry down, the more it becomes unbearable. Can't wait. This is the fragrance I wear when I really need to hype myself up to do something big, like go to the DMV or get groceries at Costco. I'm so brave. Pus, blood, iodine, a hospital after the Battle of Waterloo, a scent of incredible pain. I feel nauseous. The fragrance triggers emotions. And the last one. The chicken fillet was left in the sun. After a day of sunbathing, you notice a biting smell, and that's evil. Yeah. So this is by, I hope I'm saying it right, Toskovat. And this is a creator who I've been intrigued by for a while, and I think I will do a main series with this, spoiler, probably next year. And I've wanted to try these for a while. If you know my channel, I'm big into niche and independent brands. I eventually will try some of the bigger brands, but there's something really cool about artistry, and I like to support artistry, even if I don't always understand it. I fear I don't understand this, but this person likes to write almost poetry about their fragrance, and yeah, it's not a happy poetry. Which a lot of it isn't. It's either the happy stuff or the really deep stuff. So this, today I remembered destruction. The pain of life often makes me forget the more disgusting pain of having it taken. Fallen buildings on the news, crying babies, burnt flowers. Memories lost, tears drowned, coffees never shared. At least I have iodine on my wounds and crutches left to use. But what about those that don't? The next war will decide not what is right, but what is left. Hate all governments and love all peoples. Or people. Okay, now I don't want to make fun of that because there's a lot going on there. And I can agree with much of it. So there you go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you the top notes and all the notes in general as we do. So top notes are gunpowder, ozonic notes, heart note, blood, bandages, iodine, burning flowers, guaiac wood, copaiba oil. I don't know this one. Nagarmatha. And then base notes, fallen cement, rain, incense, sandalwood. Okay, so there are blood notes here and there are bandage notes. Very interesting. Yeah, envelops you in dense tapestry of spices. See, they're trying to sell it here. They're like, look, it's unapologetic, but it's delicious spices. No, all I'm seeing is blood and iodine and bandages. So, yeah. But here on this site, at least, it's $330. $330. And the reviews are 3.9. I mean, you can't be angry at it. You know what you were getting into. So you know what you're getting into. So this is how this is going to work. I'm going to spray this on, and I'm going to see how long I can wear this. Now, I'm not going to check in after an hour and things like that like I normally do. I'm going to wear it, and then I'm going to get to the end. And the end will be, no matter what, 5 hours. Because I have to keep my sanity. Watch me like it. We're going to do 2 and 2. I can't believe I'm not going to be able to wear this for a while. That's okay. I'll wash it. 1, 2. Oh my God, it sprayed in my face. That's not good. Yep, I remember this scent. Oh, it's in my face. Oh, I just ate that, which makes it more horrible. It's on my face. It's gonna be right under my nose the whole time. I need to check that. Ooh, okay. It started off with florals. I don't think it said burnt flowers. It did start off with florals. It actually wasn't that bad at first, but now this is the scent that carries me and that I remember from before. I'm eating it. Ooh. Iodine comes through. I smell iodine. It's not just iodine. What it is alcohol. So if you've ever had alcohol, like you probably haven't. I'm not talking about drinking alcohol. I'd be fine with that. I'm talking about alcohol, like if you cut yourself and you take alcohol and you do it to clean out your wound. That's what I'm smelling. And this stuff is thick. It's still just laying on my skin. Oh my God. What is it doing to my face? Oh, okay. It's that iodine, it's that alcohol, like an alcohol pad. Does it have powder, like almost like a gunpowder in it? Oof, doesn't taste good. Yep, gunpowder. Yep, there it is. So there's gunpowder and iodine and alcohol fighting with each other. So what I'm getting from this is almost like a medical closet. A medical closet when you're in a hospital or you're walking into the area where they keep the supplies, and there's almost like shells going off outside. So you smell like gunpowder and things like that. That's what I'm getting. I do kind of smell a little bit of the blood, or what they're calling blood. I mean, it's not like I know what that really smells like on a grand scale, to be honest with you. Thank God. We've all had accidents in life, or had friends who had accidents, and you're like, oh my God. Yes, it's definitely gunpowder. It's definitely like bandages. It's definitely walking into a closet in a hospital. And then there's like gunpowder filling the hospital. Almost like I get this, and I don't want to bring anyone down because, it is a little depressing, but people running around because something happened and they're trying to move quickly because of that smell coming into the hospital, and they're trying to like wrap things up quickly or take care of things very quickly. So this isn't as sickly as I thought it would be. I actually do kind of get the concrete in here, which I find interesting because I just reviewed room 1015, and it was Wasabi Club. They did not capture concrete, and I kept waiting for concrete to come through. This is what concrete smells like. So I will applaud this fragrance for capturing concrete the way that I wanted it in that scent. Now, I much prefer Wasabi Club to this scent. I'm having a hard time wrapping my head around why anyone would want to smell like this. And my reasoning, the reasoning may be that it morphs very differently on you than it does on me. This is strange. What's interesting too is that there's obviously oil in this because it's not absorbing into my skin, which means it is an oil. Yeah, it's actually very oily on my wrist. So just be prepared. This is kind of an older shirt that I don't really care about, but it's comfy and I wear it. It's like my eating outfit. So there you go. So you can see here that it's still very oily and on my skin, which makes sense why I had issues with it before, but we'll get to that. This is interesting. Let me try here on the wrist. Oof. Okay. So yeah, chemistry, alcohol. It just smells like alcohol for cleaning a wound or cleaning up something in your house. It smells like alcohol. Oh, and something else that's taking me back. Gunpowder. Oh, it's reminding me of the zoologist. Yeah, it is. They have the fragrance with the gunpowder. That's exactly what it is. Portuguese man of war. So it's giving me a little bit of that without the florals and things. And the ginger. This is just giving me, here's gunpowder. So it's alcohol and gunpowder. Oof. Okay, let's try it on the shirt. No. Okay, so my chemistry is doing far better. On the shirt, it is, it's blood. It's blood and iodine and some gunpowder and alcohol. Oh, that's not nice. That's really not nice. That really is not nice. Let's try it here on here. Oh. Okay, it's mixed a little better here because of course your chemistry plays into things. This is actually okay. I mean, it's not good. It's okay. Ooh. So it's that concrete. It's almost like dusty concrete. Gunpowder. Blood, iodine. Ooh. Ooh. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't know how I feel about this one. I do know how I feel about this one. You know, I'd like to go into everything with a positive attitude because I feel like this is somebody's art piece. This is their baby. Why does it not absorb into my skin? Do I want it to absorb in my skin? I don't think so. Whoa. I may pat this down because it's oily. Anyway, back to my train of thought. Why is it not whatever? So, ADHD strikes again. So, I don't want to poo anyone's art. I'm not going to poo-poo it. I understand that this was a specific idea, and this has made the brand very well known because of this. Toskovat, I think it is. It's made it very well known because of this, which is a very smart move marketing-wise, but who's buying this? But it's sold out everywhere. It's sold out. So people are buying this for $330 and it's in their collection. That's wild. Not that I'm angry at you if you have it. If you do have it, please let me know why. Just let me, I mean, I have it, but it's a tiny bottle. I mean, it's a tiny bottle. I have it somewhere. Like it escaped because it needed to. You know, it's a tiny bottle like this. And I'm fine with that. I'm good. I just want to know. Because this is very difficult. Maybe you could use this as a layering scent. If you put something on top of it, take the sadness and put a little cheeriness on it. Look, I love putting vanilla on everything. Vanilla ain't gonna save this. No. I don't think anything could save this. Maybe a floral. Maybe if you put a happy, bright floral, kind of like after a destruction zone, you see a flower come up out of it. Maybe this would be that. Like something bright and happy. Not something like rose or jasmine, which is a little deeper. Something brighter. Probably not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wear this. I think I can get through 5 hours. I know I can get through 5 hours. I know I can. But it's not going to be a good day. It's going to be a good day. It's just going to be challenging with this scent. So there you go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to check back in 5 hours because I can make this with 5 hours. And then I'm going to scrub it off because it's not my favorite. All right, see you with the magic of time in 5 hours. Okay, it has been 5 hours and I made it. So this is what I'm going to say. It doesn't get better on my chemistry, but it's not as unrelenting. And I think that's what was difficult with this one, was that for the first 2 hours, it just was unrelenting. Like this, where it just never stopped. And after an hour of that, I was like, I'm kind of done with this. But then I kind of pushed through, and I think I just kind of got used to it, which I don't know if this is a fragrance I want to get used to. You know, it's just your nose acclimates to certain scents after a while to kind of basically quit your brain from having to overthink it. I mean, that's simplifying the process, but there's reasons why our bodies do the things that they do, for the most part. So, you know, I don't know if it was Stockholm Syndrome or what, but I will say I don't know if I necessarily love it. But the thing that sticks out with me is that it's just again, it's like going into a medical closet and just opening it up and all the scents are coming at you. And I mean, that's just not something I strive to smell like. Yeah. So, and the thing that I just kept thinking about was, again, it's almost like you're in a hospital and there's like almost a war zone going on outside, which is kind of depressing, but that's what I'm getting from this. And I think the artist of the perfume wouldn't necessarily argue this visual too much, but maybe. But and there's like gunpowder going off outside and things. I know, not the cheeriest perfume, but you know, here we are. So let's try it on the wrist. Ooh, yeah, it just it smells like gunpowder. It smells like gunpowder and bandages. I know the smell of gunpowder thanks to zoologist. Yeah, but let's try it on the shirt. Interestingly enough, it was so horrific on the shirt before. I'm actually getting burnt flowers and medical supplies. I'm still getting that blood though. I'm getting like a weird blood and a little bit like iron from blood. Nope. Nope. This is behind. Everything else has evolved to suit my not suit, but go with my chemistry. I can kind of smell the burnt flowers, but it's the gunpowder, the bandages, the iodine, and the blood, which is not great. Oh, this is odd. So I on the shirt, I feel like it went through the full story almost with the burnt flowers afterwards. You know, coming through. Like all this tragedy and things, and then it's like boom, here's burnt flowers to be the ending, kind of boom, drop the mic in a bad way. So yeah, this one I wanted to scrub it off, but I didn't. I persevered, and there will come a time where I probably will have to wipe something off. But then I read things online where people basically are like, this is nearly impossible to wash off. So the shirt's going, I'm like, please, it's got to come out of the shirt. This is my comfy kind of like clean the house kind of shirt, so I wore it on purpose, and then it's just comfy. But oh boy. Okay, so I did want to make note, I hate breaking into the video like this, but here we are, that I tried to wash this off my wrist twice after the video and it didn't come off, so I took a shower hoping the steam would help, and it was still on my skin even after scrubbing it in the shower. So I had to wear this. It wasn't as heavy, but it was still there the next day for at least 24 hours. So just be wary that this one's pretty strong. It did come out of my clothing, but if you get it on your skin, best of luck. Oh boy, so this is gonna be fun to scrub off. Would I buy a bottle? No, I would not. No, I would not. And usually I say, is it masculine, feminine, you know, the season. I'm not gonna do that with this series just because I don't think that's the point of these. Yeah, I would I buy a bottle? No. This was difficult. This was, even if I was going to be, I don't want to say rankings for things, because all of these are difficult. They're all going to be at the lower end, and there's just no reason to drag art through the mud. I love to rank things, but we know that these are going to be very difficult. It just doesn't really morph. And I've read for other people it morphed into like incense. Where is this incense? No, there's no incense. Ooh, there was no incense. Where's the incense you're talking about? And the burnt flowers. And some people were like, at the end, it just turned into these burnt flowers and incense and happiness. And I'm like, happiness? You know, like your chemistry must be amazing. Because I'm like, my chemistry is just, it's not letting go. That's congratulations for you. Seriously, though, when I was making, I make a lot of my own coffee here. So I made myself, I love making peppermint mochas. It's like Christmas in July, but it's August now. So it's like, I make them homemade and I love them. So I made this mocha and I ended up getting chocolate like on me and around me, and it actually did make it smell better. So I was thinking like a vanilla or flour, which could work, but cocoa worked really well on this. Actually, it really balanced it out, and I was like, oh, this smells good for a second, because the cocoa really kind of let it sit nicely. Yeah. Oh my God. No, I don't want it that close. I wonder if part of it was it hit my face. Like, I don't know. This one's difficult. On a scale of, let's do it this way, because this is a new series. On a scale of 1 to 10, how difficult is this scent? Now, I'm not going to give it a 10, but I will say that this is a solid 8. And I think part of it is that it's going to 10 being unbearable. I know there's worse out there. I know that some people would put this at a complete 10. If it was a complete 10, I would have washed it off. This is not good. No. Scents really do stick with people, and I will never forget the first time I smelled this ever. So there you go. It's a solid 8. If you are curious, you can get this on Split Scent or other places that give, you know, decants and things like that, and you can try it out yourself. It is expensive, but what a journey. You don't have to go to, you know, Bali. I mean, I encourage it, but you don't need to go to Argentina. You don't need to go. Take this journey. It's a lot cheaper, but I think Argentina would be better. In fact, I know so. I've been there. So there you go. So that's my viewpoint on Inexcusable Evil. That was rough. I try to be as fair and as mature as possible, but boy, I have a headache, and now I'm going to go take a shower and remove said headache, and I hope that it does remove. So with that, have a fabulous day, my friends.